Alrighty, y'all. Welcome to the show. And that, turn that volume down a little bit so y'all can hear me. All right. Alrighty, y'all. I seem to have irked a lot of people. And, I just checked my comment section and I just answered like 20 comments. And half of them were good. Half of them were from people who purchased the bike and really enjoyed it. But the rest seemed to be people that were like butthurt. But one thing I noticed, just like in the roast sector, these people can't give you an honest reason as to why they hating. They can't give you a reason. I want to know what's the problem. I've gone out of my way as somebody who is disabled, somebody who uses these bikes like a mobility scooter. And I'm trying to get other people to catch on. Because let's keep it real. A good mobility scooter, you can't get one that's going to take you around where you got to go, not just take you around the house. You can't get a good one for under $1,000. But you can't take a mobility scooter in the street unless you get one of them $2,000, $3,000 e-wheels or something like that. But a bike you can take anywhere. And if you still have the mobility of your legs, why should you be sitting in a scooter looking old? Looking like you used to, looking like you done. Why can't you have dignity and go out there and ride with your grandkids? Why can't you have dignity and be at the social settings and be able to get around? Or why do you have to live in a certain category because people are telling you should? I got people telling me that the Electric XP 2.0 is better than my PASELEC PS5. They are a darn lie. My PS5 has a 10.4-hour battery. Their 2.0 has a 9.6 battery. My bike comes with suspension seat posts and a suspension fork. Electric XP costs $50 more and only gives you a front suspension, and then you have to pay $90 on top of the $9.99 to get suspension seat posts. And then they tell you that their seat no good, so they offering you a better seat. And you can get the seat in the seat post for $99. Now, if you don't mind paying the extra money, then that's your business. But for those of us that are on fixed income, those of us that watch our pennies, those of us that have families and don't have that extra bit of money to waste, don't hate on us because we want to get the best bang for the buck. And the electric anything is not the best bang for the buck. The first bike don't have no suspension. The second bike has a smaller battery and has smaller tires. You can't out-debate that. You can talk to me till you blue in the face. You can leave as many comments as you want. You can be as butthurt as you feel. But don't get mad at me because I went and got that deal. And I didn't keep it to myself. I'm sharing it with everybody. That's what's making you mad. And I went and I noticed that the battery is weaker on the 2.0. And I spoke to the company and I said, get me a battery that's better. A 10.4R come on the original Electric XP. The 10.R comes on my PASELEC 10.4. Why would, if Electric XP is doing an upgrade, why would they only give you a 9.6? That's almost an eye less. I got them developing a battery right now, 11.5i. I know you 2.0 users are going to need it. And I guarantee you, the price will be cheaper than what Electric XP is putting out. Because if it ain't, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to offer it to you. That's me looking out for the people. That's me looking out for the people. You had somebody call and complain and say, your videos are too long. You got people coming in the chat. Why are your videos so long? Go out and ride your bike. I go out every other day. One day I ride the bike. The second day I do a live stream. But what you don't understand is I got more than one channel. And if the people from my other channels come over to the e-bike channel, they already here. Why not give them what they want? They want the news. They want the religion and everything else. If you don't want to watch that, then turn it off. But just know we're going to be coming back to the e-bikes. But we got other things to do. We are a hybrid. I'm a hybrid. I ain't just one YouTuber. And this ain't my job. I do it because I like to do it. I could just sit and watch TV all day and wait to die. But no, I'm getting out. Every other day, I go out on the bike. Every other day. And I bring 2 cameras with me. The live stream is done through StreamYards. I get the Minister channel back today. The Minister Brother Derrick channel. I get it back today at midnight. I get my big channel back, my monetized channel. I'm going to start putting e-bike videos on there. The lives hopefully will look better because we're using StreamYards right now. But we've been waiting these 90 days so I can get back to my big channel. And we've been using the Cleric Brother Derrick channel. But here's the thing. Not one thing anybody has said has discredited anything I said. You just don't like the way I say it. Why do I have to be nice? I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to snap you out of. Because right now you acting like sheep. You acting like the followers of a cult. You defending something that you know is inferior. The price and the features you get are inferior. You can't deny that. If you still want to be underpowered, then get it. I can't stop you. I can only warn you. So why attack the messenger? Because the messenger not kissing your butt? I went and got this deal. Didn't nobody help me? I suggested the battery and got them making it. Didn't nobody help me or tell me anything? I'm doing it for people like myself. I went to Electric XP and tried to negotiate with them. They didn't want to talk to me. I'm too small. They don't want to put any good features on a bike. They want to keep you because they know you will dumbly buy it. You will blindly buy it. Because for some reason you think it's patriotic to buy from Electric. Electric don't make no bikes. They don't make nothing. The bikes get shipped to them and they sit in the warehouse and they sell them. That's why they always behind, waiting for a shipment to come over on the boat. I blasted Electric. I blasted PASELEC because they allowed their shipment to get low. And so we waiting for a new shipment of GS9s and PX6s to come in. It'll be here in a few days. It ain't gonna take no 6 to 8 weeks. But I'm a little irritated because I got people telling me that the coupon code ain't working. Well, that's not my fault. But I didn't just sit on it. I went and got on them. And they gonna have it here. But the electric XP 2.0 is underpowered. You got a weaker battery and you got smaller tires. That's not an upgrade. If you wanted an upgrade, you should have went and got the upgrade to my bike, which is the PS6. Shipment to be here in 3 to 4 days. But the PASELEC PS5 you can have within a week. Right now. Code is in the description, and so is the website link. Everything you need is in the description. And I will take you there and show you how to do it. What more can I do for you? You see me riding the bike right now. You see any problems? You see I'm not in the best of shape. I'm disabled. But look how I'm riding. You see me bouncing around? Because see, the one thing they won't show you, and that I do, and you complain about it, I show the view with me actually sitting on the bike riding it. Not from a distance, not from a drone, because you're going to see me bumping with every bump. If I'm riding electric XP, you see me riding my bike, you don't see me bouncing nowhere. You're mad about that. You're in your feelings. You see me riding over the raggediest street, and you see it. You don't see me bouncing all around. Do you? You want to sit there and say, oh, it's a cheap Chinese bike. The same people that make my bike make the electric XP. So if you calling my bike cheap, then you call electric XP cheap. But you see video after video of me out there riding. And I'm not no lightweight boy like them boys you see on YouTube. They only 100 and something pounds. I'm 278 pounds. And you see that bike flying me around. I'm out there with the cars. I ain't on no sidewalk. I ain't on no bike path. Look at me. I'm out there in the street. Titus comes in here and says, why am I riding at night? Because I live in Baltimore City. And we known for crime. And I go out there and I ride at night to show you how confident I am that as crime-ridden as Baltimore City is, I can still get out there and ride and not be bothered. I ain't sitting at the bus stop. I ain't getting on the subway where all these attacks are happening. Do you read the news? Do you read the news, Titus? You say, I don't know enough about these bikes. I know enough to ride them, and you see me riding it, sir. Why don't you tell me the truth? You tell me. How's an upgrade that they're giving you 3-inch tires instead of 4? That's a downgrade. And then they're going to tell you, well, since you got smaller tires, you don't need the same battery. We're going to give you a cheaper battery. What? Explain, Titus. Where you at? Come on, Titus. Explain. Explain, sir. And I do have videos where I ride during the day. Would you like me to put one on? But when I want to do speed tests, I go at night. But I do have videos up where I'm out during the day. Haven't you seen them? Or you just commenting on one video and ain't looked at all of them? See, that's somebody that don't know enough about anything. I got videos of me in the daylight. You want me to show you? See, you ain't said nothing that I said was wrong about the bikes. Attack what I said. Don't attack me. Attack what I said. Attack what I said about the electric XP. Tell me what I said was wrong. I'll listen. Tell me what I said was wrong. Because what have you done, Titus? I fought and got this deal for this bike. For people like me, I fought and got a better battery. For the 2.0 users. I tried to work with electric. They didn't want to. They want to keep pushing up underpowered stuff. Okay. Then I'm going to roll with somebody who's willing to put out good stuff. Don't get mad. The bike's made by the same people. Now, I just watched the video that somebody shot. It's a new video. The guy was riding on a new 2.0. He's talking about going uphill. He was doing the same speeds that I'm doing uphill. What's the difference between the bike? What's the difference? But Titus, watch this though. Look at this. Look at the speedometer. Oh, you can't see it because I blocked it out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me pause that. We can just minimize that real quick. Let's close. This is a special angle that I set up because everybody was complaining about seeing me in the video. Let's go down here to our original Windows Media Player. No, Electric XP has zero loyalty because I told them before they released a full week before they released. I told them a full week before they released the 2.0. I told them about my coupon for the PASELEC PS9. I went to Electric because I was going to buy the Electric XP. I got videos up ever since last May when they said they was going to give us the $1,200 stimulus. See, I'm on disability. I ain't got money to be wasting. But I was going to spend my disability, my stimulus money, I was going to spend it on an Electric XP. And I was listening to them take half the air out the tires. Only ride around with 5 PSI in it. I was listening. Go ahead and get the Cloud 9 seat. Buy the suspension post. 2 days before I got the stimulus, I came across PASELEC. It's the exact same bike, and they give you the seat post. They give you the front suspension. They give it to you. And I told Electric XP about it, and they still put out that bike. And they still charge you $50 more than the coupon code that I told them I had. How do you explain that, Titus? How do you explain that, sir? And then they gave you a smaller battery. And then they gave you smaller tires and drilled some holes in the front and told you, come buy some baskets. How's that loyalty? They screwing you. And I'm calling it out. And you can get mad all you want, but you ain't gonna win this battle. You buy the bike you want to buy, peace and blessings go to you. But for the people that's watching their pennies, for the people that can do something with that extra $50, to the people that can do something with that $90 for a suspension seat post, that's almost $140 extra that they screwing you over. Somebody that's watching their pennies can do something with their money. They can get clothes for their children, shoes, pay a bill, put some more food on the table. But you want to defend something that's screwing you for no reason. There's no reason for XP to screw you like this, but they doing it. And I told them, I said, you're blowing me off. You're going to regret it. And I personally have taken 12 bikes out of their hand. That's 12 bikes that somebody didn't make the mistake that I almost made. And if you got a problem with that, because I'm hoping to do more, And when this battery come, I'm hoping to sell it to everybody, because everybody could use more distance. Everybody could use more power. Look at my comment sections. How long the battery lasts? How long the battery lasts? They say they addressed your issues. Why they give you a weaker battery? I'm listening, sir. Talk to me. Talk to me, sir. I'm out here for the people, not for the sheeple. If you want to be sheep and you want to follow and listen to whatever somebody tell you, why am I going to spend $9.99 for a bike and have to take out the air of the back tires? And then you make the tires smaller. My 278 pounds is going to tear that rim up. Come on now. But you believe that mess. Well, we made the tires 3-inch instead of 4-inch now. So now you can use a smaller battery. Really? So you're going to cheat me on the battery and the tires. Still won't give me the suspension C-post. But I'm supposed to buy your bike. That's not an upgrade, sir. That's not an upgrade. Now you're trying to hide behind the Bible. I went to Electric XP. That's the part you're not getting through your skull. A week before they released the 2.0, I went to them. They could at least give you the seat post. They didn't want to give you nothing. And you still defend them? What the hell is wrong with you, Titus? Are you freaking retarded? They screwing you in your hiney and you handing them the Vaseline. Something wrong with that. I don't know where you from. You from Mars? Because that don't make sense to me. That don't make sense. How am I slandering them when I went to them beforehand and told them about it? I tried to work with them. They kicked me to the curb. If I had bought the original XP for $8.99, goddammit, I probably would have went and burnt down the factory. To know that 3 weeks later, they was going to release a bike that had front suspension. Still ain't give you the seat post suspension. I'd have had a fit. There's a lot of people that got stuck. That bought that bike from January the 1st. A lot of people that bought that bike for people for Christmas. All the way up to May 18th. Somebody came in my chat and said, damn, I just ordered the XP. They won't let me cancel the order. That sounds like a company that's for the people. Because I'm here fighting for the people. What are you doing, sir? There ain't no bike out there that beats any of my 3 coupon codes. I looked at Saunders yesterday. They want $1,600 for a bike that got a 500-watt motor and no rear suspension. And still got the same display that's on the electric and on the PX5. My PS6 blows that bike out the water. My PS6 blows it out the water. Blows Elahora out the water. You can still get that 750 to over 1,000-watt motor, but you can get it. But you can get it with an HP updated shifter. You can get it with hydraulic brakes. You can get it with a color touchscreen, and you get it with full suspension. Who else offers that, sir? Who else offers that? Nobody. I picked out the 3 best that they had and brought them to the people. You call that slander? Do you call that slander? You call that backbiting? Me bringing you the truth? Why are you trying to kill a messenger, Titus? Why are you so hurting your feelings? But come on, keep typing away. The more you type, the more I'm going to beat you up. Come on. Because what you don't realize is you're dealing with the roast sector champion. Yeah, I'm the champion of the roast sector. Told you, I got several channels. You want to debate? We can debate all day. You gonna lose. You can't tell me now one bike that gives you more value for the dollar than the 3 bikes that I represent. Now listen. You tell me I don't know enough about the bikes. Really? Let's talk about Rad. Rad don't even want to give you a kickstand. Let's talk about Ride One Up. They don't want to give you nothing. No fenders, no kickstand, no suspension. They don't want to give you nothing. They want you to get on $1,200. Talk to me. I listen. Talk to me. The most closely in the budget field was the electric XP. Oh, but then, come on. I made Chun-Li cry on my channel twice. You liar. I know you one of her fans. Well, they come in here and roast me then. You want me to go to StreamYards? We can go head to head. Titus, you want to go head to head against BROTHADERRICK? Because I can summon him up. He ain't had a good battle in a long time. Come get to work. Come get to work. Come get to work. Come get to work. I couldn't handle somebody. All they could do was flag. I roasted and toasted that hussy and her goons. You done lost your mind. There ain't nobody that can go toe to toe with me. You still haven't answered the question. You deflecting, talking about other YouTubers. Tell me where there's a better deal with the quality, the features, what you get. Who can beat the PX5 in that category under $1,000? Who can beat it? Who can beat my PS6? $1,299. 750 to over 1,000 watt motor. Full suspension. Not suspension seat post, full frame suspension. 8-speed updated shifter. Color display. Hydraulic brakes. $1,299. Who can beat it? Nobody. That's an upgrade to my bike. The PS6 is an upgrade to my PX5. PX5 is the best budget value you can get right now. The best budget value that you can get right now. But the best value you can get is the PS6. An upgrade. See, it's an upgrade. Let's look at the Lexus upgrade for an example. Instead of a 10.4 battery you got on the old XP, they're giving you a 9.6. That's a weaker battery. Instead of 4-inch tires, they're giving you 3-inch tires. You're losing. You're getting less for your money. Oh, well, you know, the 3-inch tires are really, you're losing. You still got to spend $90 for the suspension seat post. And they telling you the seat they're giving you is crap because they're giving you the seat post and a bigger seat for $99. They let you know the seat they're giving you ain't worth crap. They telling you that. How is that slandering them? That's what they telling you. But they call that an upgrade. A smaller battery, smaller tire, and we'll give you a front shock. The upgrade to my bike is the PASELEC PS6. They give you a 750 to over 1,000 watt motor. They give you not disc brakes. They give you hydraulic brakes. Not a 7-speed shifter with the Mickey Mouse. They give you an 8-speed upgraded Shimano. They give you a color LCD screen. That's an upgrade. Where's the upgrade on the lesson say you losing on your upgrade? So tell me, Titus, how you gonna come in here and say anything? I'm laid my cards on the table. Lay your cards on the table. I bet you're gone. Because you can't deal with the roast master. But come on in here. Anybody that just bought a 2.0, Come in here and tell me how your 2.0 beat my bike.
Well, they say the bike is waterproof.
Well, so is mine.
Oh. Well, you can throw it in the ocean.
Who the hell gonna throw that bike in the ocean? That salt water would tear the chain, the rotors, it would tear it up. Why would you put that? Why would you put it in there? That doesn't make any sense. That's retardism.
Well, yeah. Well, we can put baskets on the bike.
I can find any idiot to drill 2 holes and put a front basket in there. Anybody that got a drill can do that. Wow. But you're going to pay $150 for that cheap basket. We can go on eBay and find it. Take the $140 that you saved getting my bike. Go on eBay and get you some baskets. And pay somebody to put them on. You'll get a better quality basket. I remember last year when they were talking about, look, they're giving you free pannier bags. That pannier bags is cheap and you know it. They got there to charge $50. You can go on Amazon. No pannier bags couldn't touch the pannier bags that I got on my bike for $25 off of Amazon. Pannier bags couldn't touch it. They cheating you and overcharging you every step of the way. And y'all like, like a seal, accepting it. Come on in here and get this work. Those bikes aren't designed for people my size, but they do the job. They do the job. You see me riding. That's the part that's killing you. You see me riding them bikes, and you know it. They doing the job, but you saying ain't making sense. They ain't designed for people like you. Who they designed for? They get the job done. I'd rather be riding like this than be on some mobility scooter doing 4 miles per hour. I tell you that. And take a look. Take a look. Look to your. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I fix it? Yes, I did. Look to your left. I'm doing 31 miles per hour. I'm disabled. Can't even walk up this hill. But look at me fly down at 31 miles per hour. You see a clock. Why do I have 2 odometers? Because this one is locked by the factory. I unlocked it, but it's still on throttle. You're supposed to go 24 to 26. Electric says 22 to 24. So this stops at 26.5. You ain't supposed to go no higher. That's why I got the other speedometer. You see that says 31. Now you go onto the Play Store, take your cell phone and download an odometer. Get on your XP and get on it and tell me when it hit 31. I'll be waiting. Tell me when it hit 31. You see it right here. 31 miles per hour. You see it on your screen. Look to your left, right there, 31 miles per hour. The odometer over here is locked. But look over here. That's why we got a different one. And if I rewind back, you see they both are equal. I'll rewind back. They are both. Wait a minute. I'm not accelerating. Now I did something in the settings and I messed the odometer up. But if you notice, they both say the same thing. 20. Hold on, y'all. I got a phone call. Hello? Hello? Whatever. Get back to the video. Both odometers say 20. So you can't say that it's fixed. They both say 20. You see that, right? They both say 20. Now, let's head down this hill and take a look. They still saying the same thing, 23. But look, this one stops at 26. Look over here, 28, 29, 30, 31 miles per hour. And we holding it. Look at that, we holding it. We holding that 31. We holding that 31. We just dropped the 30. I'm 278 pounds. Imagine if somebody 120 pounds was riding this bike. What would they be doing? What if somebody 138 pounds, 150 pounds was on this bike? I'm almost 300 pounds. And guess what? I'm not pedaling. But the people in the videos, they pedal like a maniac trying to hit 28 miles per hour. You just saw me hit 30 doing nothing. Hello? Look, I'm not pedaling. You see me pedaling? The hill ending, and we starting to go uphill again. Now it's dragging my 278 pounds. Plus it's dragging my groceries from the market. It's dragging 2 locks and a big U-boat. I got the phone, the speaker. I actually got 2 phones. One's recording and one's doing the odometer. I got 2 power banks and a small pannier bag. It's 3 of them actually. 3 power banks. I got 5 lights on the bike. And an air pump. And an alarm. That's dragging all that. That's weight. And we still hit that speed. But I'll listen. Anybody want to come in here and debate? Anybody? Anybody want to come get to work? Hello, I'm listening. Anybody want to come get to work? You telling me the bike is inferior, you see me riding it. Does it look inferior to y'all? You see me bouncing around? You see me hubbing and bubbing? Do I look sad? Do I look mad? Do I look uncomfortable? I take my bike everywhere. Even inside the hospital, I take the bike. Where you go? Where you go, Titus? Where did you go, Titus? Where did you go? You got your feelings hurt. That's what happened. You worrying about me talking about somebody else. Come talk about these bikes. Stop trying to deflect and hide. Tell me how the Electric P 1.0 or the 2.0 match my bike. I'm listening. Anybody, come in here and tell me why your bike is better. What features on your bike make it better? I'm listening. What features on your bike make your bike better? Look how raggedy that street is. You don't see me bouncing and hubbing and bubbing. And the camera ain't hubbing and bubbing. Why is that? Because we got suspension. Look how raggedy that street is. Look at it. Look at it. That street ain't smooth. Look at it. I'm in Baltimore City, and I'm out there riding in the hood. I took y'all to the nice areas, then I bring you to the hood. Look at all these houses slammed together. Anybody can come run out there with a gun. Say, stick them up, give me that bike. Give me your money. Look at us go uphill. It's dragging all that weight, but you say it's not a good bike. Really? See, I'm showing you. But you say we don't go out during the day. That's a lie. I got a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock. I should be asleep right now. Those of y'all remember, that's the house that got burnt out. We did a video on it. Well, I was out there with the firemen while they were putting it out. Y'all remember that? This is the hill that I have to face when I come out my house. And I just moved. So now I'm in the middle of these two hills. My house will be about right there at the bottom. But this is the old hill. I used to come out and I would have to scale this hill every day. Oh my God, look at this thing. Look at this incline. This is why I needed a bike. Look at this incline. This incline used to kill me. Look at it. My old apartment was right here down this alley, right there. That was my old apartment. And you telling me I should still be walking up it. That these bikes, hey Nia. Happy Thursday, dear. And now he said the fake coupon don't work, by the way. Okay. Hold on. See, that's the one thing. We love to prove people wrong. He says that my coupon don't work. Now, I've already said that we sold out of the GS9 and of the P6s. We sold out of them. They'll be here within 4 or 5 days. But he said my coupon code don't work. If you notice, I'm not pushing the PS6 or the GS9. It's not even in the description. But here is my PS5 right here. The bike you just saw me riding on. That's it right here. With the suspension seat post with the front forks. 20-inch, 4-inch wide tire, 7-speed Turney Shimano shifter, the same display the XP has, and the same Mickey Mouse shifter that the electric XP had. What's the difference? You get the suspension fork and you get the suspension seat post included in the bike. That's the difference. That's the savings right there. The first electric XP had no suspension. The second one has a front suspension, but they still won't give you the seat post. And they want $999. Then they want you to pay $90 for the seat post. Now you can talk to me till you blue in the face. For $949, you get it all. How can you beat that deal? You can't. All you got to do, let me go to Liz real quick. That's where I store my coupon at. Let me grab it. All right. Now, you hit buy it now. Fill your information out. Put my code in. Paste. You see it says $1,099. Hit apply. It says $949. How the coupon don't work is right there. Y'all need me to blow it up for y'all? Need me to blow it up? What'd they say? $9.49. Titus just said my fake coupon don't work. I just showed you it does work. The PS6 and the GS9 is sold out. I've been telling y'all that. I found out about the we still had a couple PS6s left. And there was a couple of the greens left. They sold out. So somebody buying them. But listen to Titus, he'll tell you nobody buying them. If nobody buying them, how we sold out? But if this is the better deal than your electric XP1, your electric XP2, your Echo Trick, your Ant Chair, what other bikes you got? Saunders, Elahora, Ride One Up, Rad Power. Ain't nobody gonna give you what this bike gives you, included, for $9.49. You know a better deal? Show me. I'll go contact those people and ask them, can I promote them? But I went to Electric XP. This is the part that kills your argument, Titus. I went to them a week before they released. And see, my people know this. I went to them a week before they released that 2.0 and told them about my PX5 and told them that I got a coupon code for $9.49 that blows your electric P1 out the water. This before they released the 2.0. And they still released the 2.0 a week later and still underpowered the battery, underpowered the tires, and still making you pay $90 for a suspension C-post. They could at least gave you the suspension C-post. Then I would have less to fuss about. They wouldn't even do that. Now, how you explain it, Titus? Where you at? Where you at, Titus O'Neil? Are you in catering? Where are you at, Titus? Where you at? You in here talking that mess? You said my coupon don't work. I just showed you it does. You just said it didn't work. It's on your screen. It does. Let me raise it up so y'all can see that. $9.49, clear as day. Tell me who on the market today can match the quality and can give you this for $9.49. Who's willing to give you all of that for $9.49? Who? I'm listening. I'm listening. Anybody want to come in here and debate? 8 of y'all here. Come on, somebody come debate. Come get this work. I don't know enough about the bikes. I'm riding the bike every other day. I don't know about it. I don't know about the bike. You say my temper is bad. My temper ain't bad. I'm just burning it, sir. You coming here and you trying to defeat me, but you don't have no weapons. How you gonna beat somebody with no weapons? Now you trying to say my temper. My temper. You mentioned another YouTuber. You're mentioning everything but the facts. Tell me why the Electric XP that's made by the same people as the PASELEC people, but the PASELEC people is over there with them and can oversee what they're doing, while Electric XP is over here emailing and WhatsApping them. You tell me how their bike is better. And why would they release a bike to an American company and not take care of the company that's right there we're living with them? Why wouldn't they take care of their own people, but they're going to take care of people overseas? Make that make sense. See, I can cut you down, and you can't fight back. All you can do is do the Muhammad Ali rubber dope. I'm coming at you like Tyson. And you doing the old Sugar Ray Leonard shuffle, trying to run around the ring. That's the problem, sir. You getting beat up. You losing, and you know you losing. So you couldn't be a spokesman. Your temper is so bad. I'm not mad. I'm telling the truth. When you tell the truth, I ain't got to sugarcoat it. Well, I got to sugarcoat telling you the truth. You want me to kiss your butt? I ain't kissing your butt, and I ain't kissing Electric XP's butt. I went to them like a man, and I told them, hey, I got a better coupon. Can you let me help you beat it? They told me to go away. Okay, put on them. I went to them. I got every right to blast them. I got every right to blast Electric. And I dare any one of them three guys. Come on in here and get this work. Come get the work. I challenge any one of the owners to come in here and get the work. But see, they're not going to come off that pedestal and come down this low. But Titus, you will. And that's why you getting the work. You trying to defend them when I'm showing you that they cheating you. I'm showing you they cheating you. Now, they're not cheating me. You're just crazy. You're just a fat man. You don't know what you're talking about. They're not cheating me. They're giving you a weaker battery. The original Electric XP has a 10.4 battery. The same as mine. The bike I'm looking at right now has a 10.4 battery. They give you a 9.6 on the upgrade. 9.6 is not 10.4. That's not an upgrade. That's a downgrade. Make it make sense. Well, you know, since we made the tires an inch thinner, so you don't need that extra juice to run the battery. Tell any work person that works in an office that uses their phone all day. Tell them you're going to get them a phone and make it smaller, make the screen smaller, so it's harder for them to see the words. And then tell them you're giving them a smaller battery. See if anybody buy your damn phone. But you idiots are buying the 2.0. Wow. 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 Somebody talk to me. I'll listen. Somebody talk to me. I'm listening. I ain't trying to be a spokesman. I don't work for nobody. I'm on disability. But I'm disabled. And I care about other disabled people. That's who I'm fighting for. It ain't about money. It's about getting the truth out there to the people that's really going to be affected by it. People that's working right now and got good jobs and got big houses, they don't care. They out there spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on an e-bike. They don't care. I'm talking about the people that's counting their pennies. The people that's trying to save a buck. When the doctors told me they never want to see me drive again, that put me on the bus. That put me on the subway. That put me on the mobility bus with the crippled people. My legs still work. My heart might not be worth 2 pieces of crap, but God darn it, my legs still work. And don't tell me I gotta sit in a damn mobility scooter. Like I'm crippled. I ain't crippled. I might can't scale that hill I just showed you. I can scale it, but God darn it, I'll be on my last breath. But I can scale it. But why should I have to? Because if I do too much, I will drop dead. You say I'm riding at night. I got the cojones to go out there and do those speed tests at night in my condition. If I don't care, why would I do that? Because it'd be safer for me to go out during the day. But it's going to be too much traffic for me to really do the speed test I want to do. I want to fly down the road. When you're in traffic, you got to watch out for the cars and whatnot. That's why I prefer to go out at night. So I can go out there and push the bike as hard as I can push it. But he says, my coupon code is no good. We found out that they sold out and they haven't updated the website. No, my coupon is not going to work because they don't have any in stock of the GS9. Boy, I can't wait to ride that sexy bike. That bike just sexy. But for what they give on you, for $12.99, for you to get that flex frame suspension, for you to get the 8-speed shifter, for you to get hydraulic brakes, a color display, the only thing that make this bike make me go, damn. Why didn't they put a 750-watt motor on it? Why did they put a 500 to 800? That's the only thing I don't like about this bike. It got the same motor that the bike got sitting right there. So basically, it looks better. It has better suspension. It's got hydraulic brakes. It got an upgraded shifter, but it got the same motor. Now, it's lighter, so that'll make it go faster, but they should have put a 750-watt motor on there. If they had to put a 750-watt motor on that, this would be the champion. This bike would be the champion for value. Where else can you get all of this for $12.99? If it had a 750-watt motor, this would be the champion. And I got news for you. They making a new one that's going to have the 750-watt motor. And when we get our hands on it, guess who's going to be promoting it? Guess who's going to be promoting it? Me. But I don't know nothing, right? I'm not on top of things. I believe the prototypes have already been sent out. If you look on YouTube, I think it's called the Plus. But with them 4-inch wide tires, it's not as sexy as this bike is. This bike looks sexy. I don't think it's going to look as sexy with 4-inch wide. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But this is the sexiest bike. I'm sorry. You can talk to me all day. 0 items available. So they updated that part. The gray, 0. The army green, 0. There are 0 available. They coming in off the boat. Don't worry. But the only thing that's better than that sexy bike is the upgrade to my bike. It got a 750 to over 1,000-watt motor. It got a 750 watt to 1,000-watt motor. It got everything the bike I just showed you has. It got the hydraulic brakes. It got the 8-speed upgraded shifter. It got an upgraded rack. Look at that frame suspension. That's an upgrade. That's the upgrade to my bike. Take note, Electric XP. This is an upgrade. And this bike been out before the 2.0. And yet you still put out crap. This is an upgrade. You can't find nothing at Electric that's going to give you this for the price. You can't find nothing at Alahora that's going to give you this for the price. Nothing at Rad Power going to give you this for the price. You can't find nothing on ant. Well, you might find some ant chair, but it might break before you even get on it. I've heard some nightmare stories about an ant chair. You ain't gonna find no Natco. I'm gonna give you this. You ain't gonna find no Echo Trick that's gonna give you this value for $12.99. When these get off the boat, y'all should be jumping on them. Over 1,000 watts of power to pull you up any hill quickly. Quickly. Hydraulic brakes. Not no suspension seat post, but a real shock. This is an upgrade. And I can't wait for them to get in so I can keep pushing them. All right, Titus, you still losing the battle. You ain't told me nothing that's better than the bikes I showed you. Now, they need to upgrade this because they sold out. It's saying there's 2 available. So let's find out. Let's go to Liz and grab the coupon. Wait a minute, what is that? That's the PS6. I can type it in. It's Brother Derrick. And thank you, Liz, for the idea of telling them to make the coupon code with my name in it. Brother Derrick PS6. Apply. It's saying it's invalid because they ain't got none. That's why it's saying invalid. They don't have any. They don't have any. They sold out. They need to update this. But let's look at the black. The black says, the site says that 4 are available. But you hit buy now, it's going to do the same thing. Oh, I put the wrong code in, my bad. Whoops. And that's my fault because I typed it in. I didn't paste it. Hit apply, and you see it said the same thing. That's because they sold out. And I told you that. I told you they sold out. So we waiting on the boat. The same way Electric XP wait on the boat. And you still worried about Chung Lee. You want to Chung Lee people if you're not Chung Lee yourself. Now you saying I'm addicted to shopping. But you ain't told me nothing I said that was wrong. I came across something and I'm letting the world know about it. How does that make me a shopping addict? I'm satisfied. If I never get another bike, I'm satisfied. All I wanted was a bike and a spare battery. Spare battery on the way. It's coming on the boat. Unfortunately, it's coming from the Philippines. It's not coming from California factory. It's coming from the Philippines. But here it is right here. Here it is right here. Delivery date may be updated when FedEx receives the package. Well, it's got to come from the boat. And then it's got to go to Hawthorne, California. And then it's got to come to me in Baltimore. Okay? It's coming on the boat. Are you mad? Why are you mad, sir? And and tell you the truth, if they hadn't asked me to actually push this out here, I wouldn't even know it. You know what, Nia? Thank you for asking a good question. Thank you for asking a good question. Let me ask the guy. I don't know if he's up, but I'll ask him. He can answer because I left him a couple of questions. All right. I asked about the status of the G9. Oh, and hey Nia, I got a surprise for everybody. You know, we on the E-Bike Life channel, but you know, we trying to start a new E-Bike Life family. But for those of you who've been rocking with me, you know that our channel got flagged. I keep calling it Brett Media. It's something different. And I'm going to go read it to you. But we got flagged. All right, let's go to the studio. As you can see, we got a copyright strike. That day that I got stuck in the snow. Y'all remember that day? And I came in, even though I was frozen, and I shot a video, and we got flagged on March 4th, 2021 by somebody called Live Storms Media, LLC. I don't know why I keep calling them Brett Media. It's Live Storms Media, LLC. And Live Storms, you can kick the rocks. That's all I got to say. Food on you. But you didn't stop us. We have 24 channels. But you hit the one channel we had that was monetized. And I got Google asking me to pay membership fees and the daggone channel flag. They ought to be slapped. But here's the good news. It expires June the 2nd. Y'all see that? It expires June the 2nd. Nia did, and we get our channel back. It expires June the 2nd. That's today, isn't it? So 12 midnight, we'll have our channel back. 12 midnight, we'll have our channel back. And I will be live. I will be live on it because I get my money at 1 o'clock tonight. So 1 a.m. we'll be live. So I'll probably leave out 12 o'clock. We'll probably go for a ride. And then we'll hit the market. We'll probably hit the market and probably hit the Royal Farms. We'll hit the Royal Farms first because that bike get heavier when you put all that stuff on it. So we're going to hit the Royal Farms first, and then we're going to hit the market. So we're going to go out, we're going to ride around. So we're going to be live on the Minister channel. We haven't been on the channel and I don't know how long. And you know, the Minister channel has it's monetized, and it has, hey, we lost 2 subscribers. It had 1055. We lost 2 subscribers. So we over the 1,000 threshold, so we can use the YouTube mobile app, and hopefully it'll look better. We can use we don't have to use the StreamYards or the Camera Wi-Fi app, but we can use this to do the mobile. We can go back to the YouTube, do the mobile live. Hey, Titus, you still throwing insults. This is the E-Bike Life channel. My life with my e-bike. If you're going to talk about something that relates to my life with the e-bike. I have 2 helmets for your information. I actually have a real motorcycle helmet. It's heavy, that's why I don't wear it, but I got it. So we'll have our big channel at midnight tonight. And what I might do is, I don't understand how come all the old people is on the 2nd floor. The old and disabled should be on the 1st floor, and the young folks should be on the 2nd floor. But but they get up and go to work. I would like to do a show at midnight when it come clear, but I don't want to irritate my neighbors. So I'll probably leave. I'll probably leave at midnight, and we'll go ride around. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll hit the stores. That's what we'll probably do. I really don't feel like going to the doctor today. I really don't. The humidity right now is 83%. Even with the bike, I don't want to go out there in that humidity. And then I got to walk the bike all through the hospital. They won't let you ride it in the hospital. That's the only down part. So I had to walk it through the hospital. And if they send me to get blood work, oh, Lord. But anyway, we get our channel back. We get the big boy back. Now we got to switch accounts. We got to go back. I don't know if y'all can see it on y'all screen, but they only let you list a certain amount of channels. They only let you list a certain amount of channels. I don't know why this. There you go. As y'all can see, these are the channels that I have at my fast disposal. Now I can hit add account, and then I would have to sign out and sign back in, and then I could bring some more in. But these are the ones we use: the E-Bike Life channel, and we use the Cleric Brother Derrick channel. The Reverend we get back on the 16th. That's the one that Chung Lee flagged. This is a channel that Chung Lee flagged. Y'all see, we haven't had a video on here, and look at past live streams. Don't look at uploads. Yeah, we haven't had anything on here since 2 months ago. So this one's coming up, and I'm thinking about making this an e-bike channel. But the e-bike channel doing so well by itself, I don't know if I would have messed with it. And as you can see, active copyright strikes. This one expires June 16th. And you can see it's a Chung Lee video. Yeah, they spelled her name wrong. But anyway, that's the one she was bragging about. I don't know why it's a secondary channel. I don't know why she thought she did something. I didn't understand it. I made her cry twice on my show. I don't know how that match up. But, everybody do their own. Everybody do their own thing, Something might turn one person on and not turn on something else. So, is it going to bring us back? Yes, it did. So, you got Titus coming in here trying to drop insults. And, I could block him, but, I'm just letting you see how people want to just come in here, and just talk stuff. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, that person was supposed to be a great blocker, but they was only able to take down one channel. But yet, we got 24 of them. Well, we got 25 now. I said 24. I forgot. We got the Honorable Brother Derrick. We've got the Honorable Brother Derrick. So that's why I said nobody can silence me from being live. That's impossible. Nobody can silence me from being live. And nobody can silence me on this. Nia says, congrats. Thank Nia. Yes, Nia, not today, tonight. 12 a.m. The big channel is free. 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 The big channel is free tonight. You know, somebody said that my videos are too long. The seller said that my videos are too long too. But if people are going to watch them, why should I shorten them? If I'm live, I'm a live streamer. I'm not an uploader. See, you got people that go out there and shoot footage for you, and then they come back and then they only show you the good stuff. That to me, I mean, that's what you want to do, but I want to show you real life. This is called e-bike life. My life with the e-bikes. If I'm editing footage, I'm editing out the bad parts. You need to see the bad parts so you can be ready when you get your e-bike. Why would I want to edit out the bad parts? Somebody talk to me, I'll listen. If I'm showing you what an e-bike life is like, that'd be like me showing you how to get a cop, but every time, how to be a cop, but every time I make a mistake, I edit it out. Every time I get hurt by the criminals, I edit it out. When you go to be a cop and you're using my video as a guide, how are you going to be ready to deal with those situations if I never show them to you? If I don't show you them, how can you deal with them? If I'm reviewing the bike, why am I going to edit out the bad things? That would be evil. You'll be like, yeah, Brother Derrick, you didn't tell me the bike did this. Yeah, Brother Derrick, I got stranded because you didn't tell me the bike did that. That's not an honest review. If I only tell you the good stuff. That's why I blasted Micah. Yeah, when I see those budget e-bikes from overseas that have, suspension on them, I'd rather the bike just didn't have suspension. What? As somebody that rides over raggedy streets every day, if you took that suspension from me and I had to go back to this little thing, I wouldn't know what to do. If I literally had to take this, if you took the suspension away from me, I wouldn't know what I'd do. But you got people lying. Yeah, I'd rather not have none. So, yeah, the electric XP is fine. Yeah, the Echo Trick is fine. Yeah, the Red Power is fine. Yeah, they lying. I'm not going to lie to you. You can get mad at me all you want, but you can't say I lied to you. I tell you the truth. I tell you what you need to hear. That's what I tell you, what you need to hear. That's what a spokesman, as Titus said, should be doing. If I'm only telling you the good stuff, personally, I'm a little ticked off right now. I'm a little ticked off at PASELEC that they let the bikes run out. I'm a little ticked off about that. I understand they weren't expecting to get the sales they got, but still, as I'm promoting it, even the people not using the coupons, they still buying the bikes. Some people might get mad at me and not want to use the coupon. I don't know why they wouldn't want to save money, but people are still buying it at that $10.99 price. I don't understand it when you can use my coupon, but I guess they figure, well, I don't want to help him do nothing. And they rather go ahead and spend the $10.99. I mean, that's on them. I don't get mad. But that $10.99 ain't much difference than paying them $10.87. My coupon get it for you for $9.49. But you can buy it off the website at $10.99. That's only $1 or $2 more than the $1,089 when you get the seat post for the 2.0. Same saying you, Mr. Miyagi. Even without my coupon, it still ain't much difference between the price of the bike and the electric XP. But with my coupon, you save $139, I believe. Whatever 8 and 5 is, and then whatever 9 and 9 is, that's what you save. If those of y'all that's mathematicians. But somebody tell me, what if I said today there was a lie? I'd love to hear it. You want to come in here and call me names? You want to tell me this, tell me that? But you ain't told me no reason. You ain't told me not one reason why the PASELEC PX5 is not the best deal out right now. Ain't nobody came in here and gave us one good reason. All they can do is throw insults. I love when they say, oh, no, it's a Chinese-made bike. So is every other bike. Very few people have their own factory. There are a few that have their own factories in the United States. It's a few. When I say few, I mean a handful. But even those factories, the parts are still made in China. They might put it together, but the parts still made in China. They don't make the parts. That's the part you don't understand. The reason why I can get the best deal is because my people are over there with them. They with the makers. They over there with them. If I love Krispy Kreme donuts and I live around the factory, I'm going to always get a better deal than somebody that don't, because I can go in there and negotiate. If I'm overseas, I can only negotiate over the phone. I can only get so far negotiating over the phone and through email. But when I'm right there with you, and I can say, look, I need this at this price. I need to push this out right now. I need it. And I can look and say, hey, I didn't tell you to put that on there. Why you got that on there? What happened to this? You supposed to put this on there. Bring them back in here and do it right. But by the time they get off the boat, nobody knows what you're getting until they get off the boat with these American companies. Somebody gonna tell me that the electric XP has a better motor than all the other bikes. Better motor than the Netco, better motor than the EcoTrick, better motor than PASELEC, better motor than Alahora. They try to tell you that, but yeah, their name is on it, but they don't make it. How they know if it's a better motor if they don't make it? They had them put their name on the motor. That's the only company that I seen that put their name on the motor. But you ain't make the motor. How you gonna tell me what the motor do when you didn't make it? Manufacturer can tell you anything. Yeah, we gonna make your motor better. But the people that's over there with them, the people that's over there with them, that can see them every day, they're going to screw them and say, I'm going to take care of people I never see better. Somebody make that make sense. I'll listen. If somebody I know say, Brother Derrick, I want to come on your panel, I want to talk about the COVID-19. Y'all know talking about COVID-19, and we know it, knock you out the algorithm. We have been knocked out the algorithm since we start covering the COVID-19. Remember I used to put COVID-19 in the titles? It would knock us out the algorithm. And you know it. They will put our videos at the bottom But we didn't care because we were doing something. We were trying to help the people and get the information out there. So if somebody from overseas who I don't know say they want to come and want me to do a panel with them about the COVID-19, and somebody that's here every day and contribute to the platform say they want to do a show on COVID-19, who am I most likely to roll with? Who am I most likely to do that show for? Somebody I never seen, never will see, don't know, will never talk to, probably won't ever come back? Or somebody who I see every day in my chat? Who am I going to give the platform over to? But Electric XP expect you to believe that these Asian producers will take care of them better than they take care of their own. I'm just asking you. Make that make sense. I'm just asking you. Make that make sense. Because these bikes that I'm selling, they selling overseas. And some of y'all wonder, why do they have two 250 watt e-bikes on their site? I wondered it myself. Why do they have 350 watt e-bikes on that site? They have a European warehouse too. In Europe, the e-bikes can't go more than 250. Now, if you get a sticker that says 250, you might can get away with a 350 watt or a 500 watt. That's why they have a European factory. But that's why they have two 250 watt, for the people that's too scared to get pulled over. After coming from a 250 watt motor, now like I said, if you're 150 pounds, you might be all right. If you like 120, you one of them little dainty little things, the wind blow and you almost fall over. 250 watts is going to fly you. But if you're over 200 pounds, you need 500 watts. And like I said, 500 watts, you see what it do for me. The majority of y'all are not 278 pounds. And it carries me easily. It carries me easily. You don't see me working hard. You don't see me sweating. You don't see me complaining. Only when we hit a really big pothole do I even acknowledge the potholes. And there's been a couple craters that we have hit. And then you hear me say, wait a minute, why am I worried about it? I got a suspension. Because I've been riding on this little bike with no suspension. A 12-inch tire in the rear and a 14-inch in the front. It's going to take a while for me to get rid of the psychological damage that was done. I used to have to look at the ground and make sure there wasn't no big ruts so I wouldn't hit it and fall. Now I'm on this bike and I keep making myself stop. Stop. Why are you worried about it? You got 20-inch fat tires 4 inches wide. You got suspension. Why are you worried about the pothole? And it's true. But in the back of my head, I still remember riding that little bike with no suspension. And it's still sitting right there. I haven't sold it yet. Said I was going to put it on eBay. But I haven't sold it yet. Until the GS9 get here, it's a spare. In case something go wrong, at least I got an e-bike to ride. It ain't the one I want, but it's better than nothing. So at least I have two. When we get the second one, we gonna go real deep in the hood. We waiting on the battery, and we waiting to get that second e-bike. When that GS9 get here, I'll have two. And I'm gonna do the reviews on it. I'm gonna do the little short reviews and just show it. But then I'm gonna take you out there and show you what you can do with it. There's one thing for you to tell me the specs. I want to see it in action. And I don't want to see you just out there riding in the woods. Don't know everybody riding in the woods. I want to see you in everyday use of it. I want to see you going to the store. I want to see you going to the doctors. I want to see you visiting your relatives. I want to see what I can do. How can I integrate that bike into my life? Don't just tell me a bunch of numbers. Don't just show it to me. Don't just show it at you out there in the woods. Everybody don't go out there in the woods. That's only one segment of the population. You got people that go RVing. They want to ride around. You got people that like to go from different cities. And a lot of these e-bikes you can take on an airplane. You have to keep the battery with you, I believe. But you can take the bikes on the airplane. And when you go on vacation, you ain't got to be spending money on cabs. You'll have your e-bike and you'll be able to go out and explore the city. If you're traveling with your family, you can get a rack and you can load up 2 or 3 e-bikes on the rack. And you can ride around the city, park the car in a safe place. Take the bikes and go ride around the city. And you know how the kids want to go do one thing and mom want to go shopping and dad want to go look at the sports bars. Everybody can go their own direction. And then they can come together as a family and ride. That's what makes the e-bike special. For those of y'all that like the bird scooters, that's what makes them special. You can ride in a group or you can ride alone. But you ain't got to be sitting in the car next to each other, getting on each other's nerves. See, that's the difference. That's why I enjoy the e-bikes. It takes somebody that's disabled and makes them able to go out there and compete. Not just with other bike riders. It lets us go out there and get on the road. It lets you get out there and get on the road. You know, somebody said that we was boring. But what do they consider fun? Because every time I put on a video, it's always somebody trying to do wheelies. You got 50-year-old men trying to do wheelies. And they're like, are you a child? Because that's the first thing that happens when you get on one of these e-bikes. It takes you back to being a child. But on a child, you didn't have 7 gears, most of you. Most of you didn't have an electric bike. And it lets you go out there and you could do stuff you couldn't do when you were younger. And it just makes you feel young. That's why you see them buying the ATVs and doing all that crazy stuff, because they're trying to feel young. Because they're older now, but they got the resources to do what they couldn't do when they was younger. Well, I'm older now. And I'm not a good bike rider. I'm not. I've told y'all. I didn't learn how to ride a bike until I was 13 or 14 years old. And I was up for 1 month. I was up in New York with my step cousin. He and his friends taught me how to ride. And I wasn't on a bike again. I wasn't on a bike again until 1996. And then from 1996, I wasn't on the bike again until late 2018, early 2019. So I'm not a lifelong bike rider. I'm not an athlete. I'm not one of them people that go out there and do the marathons, and I'm not one of them kids that can go out there and do tricks. People, you see the kids doing the tricks and the jumps and stuff. I can honestly say I've never jumped the e-bike, any bike off a ramp. I've done a big wheel, a skateboard, but I've never, in my life, I have never, in my whole life, I have never rode an e-bike. So I'm still new at it. I'm still a novice. But I tell you one thing, I'm out there riding with the cars. I ain't riding on the sidewalk like no coward. I ain't riding with the old folks. With the mobility scooters, I'm out there on the road. And I'm not even a good bike rider. So what's the difference? The difference is the bike. I pedal when I want to, not when I have to. And sometimes I find myself pedaling, and I'm saying to myself, you don't have to. Why are you doing it? And it's because I want to. All right. All right, hold on a second, y'all. Let me go to the site. Cause the seller responded. Oh, this daggone phone. This phone kills me. All right. He said, are you his English is a little broken, but did you push the GS9 yet? There's something changed. Here's the new process for GS9. You know we sell GS9 on our website for $16.99. I'll give you another separate $300 coupon code. People need to pay for $13.99 because we sell them for $14.99 on Amazon. And and consumers can buy GS9 for $13.99. All right, he said the GS9 has come to the warehouse. I can start pushing it now. He wants to raise the price to $13.99. He says we sell it for $16.99. I'll give you another separate coupon. People need to pay $13.99. I'll give you he wants to raise the price of the GS9 from $12.99 to $13.99. He's asking me what I think. What do y'all think? Now I'm going to show y'all how honest I am. I want to show y'all how honest I am. He wants to raise the price of the GS9 from $12.99 to $13.99, and he wants to give me $100 commission for each one I sell. I'm typing to him, I like the price at $12.99, and my current commission is acceptable. If that's not proof that I fight for the people, I don't know what is. But that's what I'm typing him. Keep it at $12.99. Keep it at $12.99, and the commission that you give me is fine. It'd be nice to get $100 off of every bike I sell, but I could sell more bikes at $12.99 than at $13.99, and it's a better deal for the people. Don't y'all agree? I'll ask y'all, it's 11 of y'all here. Give me y'all opinion before I hit send. Give me y'all opinion. Because I'm going to be honest with you. The PS6 and the GS9 to me are equal. But the PS6 has a bigger motor. It has a 750 watt to over 1,000 watt motor. I think that makes the PS6 better. But the GS9 is just so sexy. Even though it maxes out at 800 watts, it's just sexy. I think they're equal. Do you want the look or do you want the power? But if you raise the price of the GS9, it brings it below. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It brings it down some. Because other bike companies have different versions. They got their own version of the GS9, but they want $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 for them. You understand what I'm saying? I chose the best value. I think that what company was I looking at? I was looking at a company yesterday. They had a bike, and they had a 14-hour battery. The GS9 has a 13-hour battery. But they wanted I think they wanted $18.99 for that bike. The GS9 is, well, my coupon is $12.99. That gives you more money. So for $19.99, you might have a bigger battery. Not much, but a bigger battery. But the money you save, you could buy a spare battery. Almost two of them with the money you save. Y'all see what I'm saying? So even if something might... Yeah, but like I said, it's selling it at $12.99 is more feasible than $13.99. When you start getting to $13.99, then you start getting into the realm, of other e-bikes. Nia says they seem to be selling maybe $50 raise if it's necessary. Now they sell them for $14.99 on Amazon. So come on, y'all, help me. I mean, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it to help everybody. Nia says maybe $50 raise if it's necessary. All right, so let me erase everything I typed. I just checked. My coupons don't work. My coupon doesn't work anymore. Oops. No space. All right. If so, make it Brother Derrick GS9. Yeah, that's what I just told him. To make the new coupon code Brother Derrick GS9. Now, see, everybody should have jumped on it, but they're raising the price on the GS9. And he said, they really selling on Amazon at $14.99. So let's go to the website and see. It's gonna take them, a while to set up the new coupon, but that's why it's not working. Because for the GS9, he said that they came in and they got some in stock. Let's take a look. It still says 0 items available. Let's look at the gray. Still says 0 items available. So they haven't updated the website yet. Still says 0 items available. All right, y'all. I'm still texting them. He said the GS9 has come to the California warehouse. You can start pushing it now. So on the website they sell it for $16.99. On Amazon they sell it for $13.99. No, on Amazon they sell it for $14.99, and they selling. That's why they sold out. But they'll give me a coupon, so the price gonna raise to $13.99. That's still $100 cheaper than what you can get it for on Amazon, and $300 cheaper than what you can get it for off their website. I still liked it better for y'all. I liked it better for y'all at $12.99. I just asked him, did we sell any PX5s? Boy, if people keep sleeping, the bikes are selling on Amazon and the website without my coupon code. So if you want to get the deal, well, like I said, I'm waiting for them to make me a new coupon code for the GS9. Yeah, because I have a mobility scooter, and it's 5 different pieces. I had to bring them each downstairs, outside individually. I hope nobody don't steal nothing. That's why I don't even use it. I've been living here for a month and a half. I used it to move with because I got a little trailer hooked up to it. I ain't been on that thing since. Well, I'll look into it because that would be a blessing. Cause all right, I definitely will. All right, so I'll be live now. The man in the video had his mirror under. Can you see? And we need to order some mirrors. It might be better to have the mirror go under. Maybe it'd be better under. The man in the video had his mirror under. Can you see? Like that? Under? One for $90 something. You listening? Oh,
just hang on. I'm not gonna leave you. It's really
by their website because I don't have the bike. Look at them red shocks right there. $400 off. Are we live, ladies and gentlemen? I said, are we live? Yes, I have.
The sweet one, sweet slice one.
Now, they called me. Yeah, you gotta have a balance between hitting twitches and all kinds of stuff. So.
That is a nice bike, man.
Oh, thank you, sir.
That is very nice.
Thanks to the stimulus.
Yeah, is that right?
Had to wait a whole year for it, though. With that.
That is very nice.
It was worth it. Oh. Just turn the alarm off. Trust me if I didn't. Y'all really would put me out here. That thing is loud. Wee, 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 wee. All right, see y'all in August. Hey, you gonna close the door on me? See how I get treated. All right. Now we gotta find diabetes. That was on the same floor. So it's gotta be through this door. No, I'm not riding the bike. I'm walking it. So I'm getting exercise. You still got automatic doors. See, this with these other YouTubers, they won't show you their real life. They're afraid for y'all to see their real life. It's twice the weight. Hi, is this a diabetic?
Diabetes center?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Derrick Franklin. I got a drink like appointment.
Hello, young lady.
How you doing, sir? For the people that had the memberships, I just got hit up for the membership. So YouTube know that they releasing the channel and they sending the membership drives out. So be looking for that, my channel members. I think it's only 3 of us now. It was 4. There's only 3 of us now. Hopefully we'll pick up some more. But we're gonna start I'm gonna start promoting the bikes on the big channel. And hopefully we reach more people. But the numbers ain't bad on the new channel. I mean, the new e-bike channel is doing pretty good. We got 117 subscribers and we've only been doing this for not even 5 weeks yet. I think that's pretty impressive. And like I said, when the GS9 get here, I'll be able to show y'all what it can do. And I know the people gonna buy it. That's a beautiful bike. And if we can earn the PS6, we just need to sell 5 of them, and they'll give us one. And 2 people were trying to buy it, but it was out of stock. He says that the shipment came today, but they haven't updated the website. So pay attention, y'all. The GS9 is in today. It's in today. And they sending me the black and green one too. Ooh, child. I go out there and that thing shine in the sunlight. Oh man. I might even have to get some of that tire shine. You know the tire shine you have for the tires? Boy, I go out there, that bike be glistening. I might have to get some tire shine. We be going out there, that bike be glistening in the sun. Oh, I can't wait. And they got a 13R battery on it. Woo! 13R. That's powerful. That's a powerful battery. For those of y'all that don't understand, that's like saying a 9-volt battery or a AA battery. But you know, if you go get the Panasonic batteries and the Evereadys, you know, the ones you can get for $1 at the dollar store, they not gonna last like an Energizer do. The Energizers have more R in them. Even though they output the same power, it's more reserved in the door cell or the Energizers. I know y'all understand. So having a 13R battery versus the 9.4 that come on electric XP 2.0. It's like, have you ever gone into a Rite Aid and Rite Aid got their own brand of batteries? And you go into the CVS, they got their own brand of batteries. Or you go in the supermarket, they got their own brand of batteries. And if they say alkaline on them, they last longer than the general batteries. So the battery that electric XP, let's say we're talking about AA batteries. The battery that the electric XP give you for that 2.0 would be the alkaline battery that you will find from the store you at. It's better than the general, you know, the Evereadys and the Panasonics to be for $1. It's better than them. It's a lot better than them. But if you can get something that's 11.5 or that's 12 or 13 or 14, that's like getting an Energizer. It matters because when you out, you don't want to get caught without having no juice. And that's the reason why you always hear me talking about having a spare battery so that you don't get caught without no juice. You have to manage. A lot of the times, y'all don't notice, but you'll see me manage the battery. And y'all will say, well, Brother Derrick, what do you mean? You'll hear me say, oh, I didn't mean to go up this steep hill. Well, steep hills use more battery. It's not that I'm afraid to go up the hill, but if I avoid it, we use less battery and we can ride longer. See, there's a strategy to it. But when you have a spare, you don't care. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to manage. You just know, hey, when it die, it's time to put the new one in and go, and then you just go about your business. But when you only have one battery, you have to manage it. That's why you see me, a lot of times I'll want to go up a street and I'll say, no, it's too steep. It's not because the bike can't handle it. It's because it will burn so much battery up that if we go to these other streets, we could ride twice as long. You know, like where that accident happened at. Y'all remember that video? That's 41st Street. That hill is long. It burns up a lot of battery. When I leave out my house, you go up that steep incline, you turn right, you're still going uphill, then you turn left and you're still going uphill. That burns up more battery than riding 3 times as long on flat ground. You burn up more battery going uphill. So when y'all say the battery don't matter, yes it do. Battery does matter. And when you get above 20 miles per hour, you really using battery. So you got to understand, you want to always get the biggest battery you can get at the right price. Now, like I said, somebody has a clone. It ain't as sexy, but somebody got a clone. I forgot what the name was. It's an off brand. I never heard of it before, but they got a clone that looks similar to the GS9. And it's got a 14-hour battery on it instead of a 13. What's the difference between 1 eye? We're going to find out when that battery gets here because it's an 11.5 eye. And we're going to see the difference between my 10.4 versus the 11.4. And if it's a dramatic difference, then imagine the difference between the 9.6 battery on a new 2.0 XP and it's 11.5. It's going to be a dramatic, well, it should be a dramatic difference, and I'm going to show it. Because even though I believe that the people that bought the electric XP 2.0, I think they made a mistake. But I can help you. I can stop other people who from buying them and get them the information, but also I'm providing a battery for you because your 9.6 ain't gonna cut it. But if I can get you an 11.5 and show you the difference between 10.4 and 11.5, you're gonna really see the difference between 9.6 and 11.5. When the GS9 get here, it got a 13-hour battery. Watch how much further we can go on that. And when we get a spare, because with my next commission, I'm going to be getting a spare. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep the GS9. I'm glad it has a 13-hour battery because I would like to get a spare for that one. Now, if we earn the PS6, I really don't care if the GS9 go back because of the motor. But both of them are upgrades to my bike because they all have the hydraulic brakes. They both got hydraulic brakes. They got full frame suspension. They got the updated shifter. And to be honest with you, I don't even use the shifter. I'm usually in 3 or 4 and don't even know which one I'm in. I don't pay it no mind. But the one time I tried to change the shifter without pedaling and the chain came off. Don't forget, y'all, whether you got a regular bike or electric bike, if you got gears, have the pedals moving. If you're not on it and it's up in the air, spin the pedals while you change the gears. Don't just change the gears. Spin the pedals. If you are riding, don't do it at the red light at a standstill. Change your gears while you're moving. Or you could jump the chain, off the track. So I found that out the hard way. That's basically really the only issue I had with the bike with that one time. We haven't had not one problem as far as the bike. And even the beautiful part about an e-bike is if you break the chain on the e-bike is still an electric bike. You still go where you got to go. You just can't pedal. But if you got a mid-drive motor, everything connected to that chain break, you can't do nothing. You can't even pedal it. It's not even a bike anymore. it becomes a scooter, a push scooter. You know the kind you see the kids pushing with their feet? That's what you be doing. You either going to be walking it or you're going to be sitting on it pushing with your feet. That's all you're going to do. You can't do nothing. So one advantage to having the hub motor is that even if your chain break, if your pedals fall off, y'all know that happened to us with this bike. The bike's still usable because the electric motor is separate from the gears and all of that. It's separate. So it'll still push the bike. So you can still ride it even with no pedals, with no chain. That's an advantage of the hub motor, and they're cheaper. Mid-drives are expensive. They have 2 mid-drives, but I asked about them, but I didn't push it because I want them to at least have a 500-watt motor mid-drive. They have 2 350-watt mid-drives. One is like $3,000 and one is like $19.99. If they get a 500-watt one, and don't get me wrong, for hill climbing, the mid-drive is a hill climber, even at 350 watts. A mid-drive will get up the hill because it uses the gearing and your pedaling. It uses it all together. Whereas the motor going to do what it's going to do, and you add your own power to it and you make it work. The mid-drive makes it all go together, but they're so expensive. And they are expensive. If the chain break, until you fix the chain, you can't do nothing with the bike. It's just a paperweight. And the motor breaks so easily. But over in Europe, because of the 250-watt motor limit, the mid-drive is dominant because of the hill climbing ability. Over here, where we do speed, the mid-drives that we want are too expensive. It ain't just about hill climbing. We want to ride around fast. And we want a good price. And right now, mid-drives are too expensive to be mainstream. They're too expensive to be mainstream. And it's a lot of, you had to keep them up. And you got to change gears. It's like having a manual transmission in a car. You know, in America, the manual transmission, everybody went to automatic. Let's be truthful now. Everybody went to automatic. Nobody went on manual transmission. But when you come up to a stop sign, you have to come down in gear. And when you go up to a stop sign, when you take off, you have to change gears. You can't stay in the same gear. You'll mess up the motor. So anytime you come to a hill, you got to change gears. When you get off the hill, you got to change gears. A hub motor, which is the bikes that I sell, you just get on it and do what you want. You ain't got to worry about that. So that's a big difference. See, when people say, I don't know about e-bikes, listen to how long I can tell you about them. And I'm not no expert. But I studied. The longer Congress took to keep from giving us that stimulus, the more time it gave me to look. That's why I know what I'm talking about, because when you start talking about things somebody said, I probably watched it. And then me being on a lesser e-bike and got done, that's Swagtron EV1. I don't know if y'all realize it. It's only 7 videos on it. 7. Because, see, this is what I keep trying to explain to the Chinese seller. It's not a bad bike, but it's not a fast bike. Americans want speed. And so they came out with that one, and everybody gravitated toward it at first, but then they came out with the 5 right after. And the 5, instead of doing, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you bought 150 pounds, this bike supposed to do 12.5 miles per hour. Only going downhill can I go 12.5 miles per hour. But they came out with the 5, and the 5 was foldable, and the 5 could do 15.5 miles per hour. Everybody dropped the 1 and went to the 5. And then they came out with the 6. And the 6 was really designed for kids. It was it's like a BMX type of bike. But it had issues. But it still was a good bike. But they only use 36 volts. That's my problem. I'd rather have a 48 volt battery, and that's what I kept my limits at when I was shopping. I wanted 48 volts at 500 watts. If you can get a 750, better, but it's hard to get a 750 for under $1,000. If you get it for under $1,000, you ain't gonna have no suspension. You be lucky to have fenders. You be lucky to have anything. You be lucky to have disc brakes on it. To be honest with you. That's why I started looking. And I found what I was looking for. And I made this video because I checked my comment section and there was so much hate in it. The same way you had the troll coming here, Titus O'Neil or whatever. He kept coming in. I know who it was. But they had to come in here and keep bringing up old stuff. And that shows you, as you move along and leave people behind, they come back in. And they want to restart it. But been there, done that. I moved on. Why are you trying to bring me back? Why ain't you doing your own thing? Why you keep coming in my chats? Trying to discredit what I'm trying to do. The stuff you said is only something that YouTuber would say. That's how we know it's you. But I've left you alone. I'm doing my own thing. You haven't seen me doing anything in the roast sector. I've been doing my own thing. I've been leaving that alone. I haven't even been over the RE show in a while. I've been doing my own thing. Why can't you do your own thing? Why did you have to come over here? Now, like I said, I don't mind being trolled. But I wanted the real e-bike riders to come in here and troll me. I wanted the real people to come in here and quiz me. Because I wanted to know why so much hate. Nobody has debunked anything that I've said. Nobody has come in here and debunked anything that I've said. Instead, they say, how you supposed to be a spokesman? You can't be mean. When in the Bible did they tell a messenger to be nice? Any messenger they sent, when they said be nice. Whether it's Samuel, Hosea, name somebody, they were told, go to the people and be nice. Zechariah, the judges, Samson. Tell me where they were told to be nice. They saying, well, you could be nice. How you gonna sell something if you not being nice to the people? I fought to get you a deal, and I'm bringing you the information. You either gonna take it and use it, or you gonna ignore it. How does it being nice? Electric XP are nice to you, and they kicking you in the butt. They being nice to you though. And y'all going around, Robbie, and yeah, whatever. Go ahead and hold hands and sing Kumbaya while you getting kicked in your hiney. I'm telling you the truth, and I'm telling you, take action or ignore it. Take action or ignore it. Well, you not being nice because when you come in here, you don't bring no facts. I hit you with fact after fact after fact. That's why I'm unroastable. I don't deal with what somebody said. I don't deal with what I think. I don't deal with what I feel. I'm telling you what I know. I know for a fact that my best is the best deal out there for under $1,000. That's the best budget e-bike out there, period. So somebody prove me wrong, I'm sticking to my guns. Prove me wrong. Well, you shouldn't say it like that because now you making people feel bad. I can't help the people that bought the 2.0. I can't help the people that bought the 1.0. I can't help the people that bought the Echo Trick. I can't help the people that bought the Anchi. I can't help the people that bought the Alahora, that bought the Saunders, that bought the Rad, that bought the Ride One Up. I cannot help you. You made the mistake. You are collateral damage. But I can stop other people from following behind you and make the same mistake. And if you really care about people, you wouldn't want your son to make the mistake you made. You wouldn't want your daughter to make the mistake you made. You wouldn't want your cousin to make the mistake you made. You wouldn't want your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors. You wouldn't want them to make the mistake. You would want to stop them. But if you say, well, I made the mistake and I'm going to just let everybody else make the mistake, then you don't care about people. Somebody tried to come in here and try to use the Bible against me. If you know that there's a disease, let's say you know that somebody
Well, police are investigating the death of an 8-year-old boy in the Bronx. Investigators say the child, identified as Joseph Barney, was brought to Montefiore North Hospital on Tuesday afternoon. He was unresponsive and later pronounced dead. Doctors told police there were no obvious signs of trauma, but the child appeared to be malnourished. His parents told investigators he has autism and had eating problems. The medical examiner will now determine the exact cause of death.
Bayer just reached another $2 billion settlement for
with that heartbreaking story about missing 6-year-old Samuel Olson. Houston police just wrapping up a news conference about an hour ago, releasing new information.
They credit an anonymous Crime Stoppers tip that led authorities to a motel in Jasper, and that is where law enforcement believe they have found his body. At this point, they're still waiting on confirmation from the medical examiner. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
And I'm Andy Sirota. Samuel was reported missing last Thursday. A woman is now charged in connection to the crime. KPRC2's Vincent Crivelli joining us now live from Jasper, where the child's body was found. Vince, good morning.
Andy, good morning. And investigators say right now Samuel's father's girlfriend is in the Jasper County Jail charged with tampering with evidence, and they say more charges could be coming. This morning, Houston police held a press conference about a heartbreaking discovery at a Jasper motel.
But our hearts go out to the family members of Samuel.
Detectives say Samuel's father's girlfriend, Teresa Balboa, told investigators that Samuel's mother and a police officer took Samuel away from her, but detectives say that story was a lie.
Missing persons investigators discovered inconsistencies in Ms. Balboa's statements and consulted the homicide division. Yesterday, investigators were contacted by Jasper Police Department, and they were notified that they had received an anonymous tip from Crime Stoppers that led law enforcement officers to a motel in Jasper, Texas, in connection with this investigation. Jasper Police Department officers initiated contact at the motel with Ms. Balboa and eventually discovered the body of a young child. Ms. Balboa was taken into custody.
Olson was reported missing last week and had a birthday over the weekend. However, his last verifiable sighting was April 30th. And detectives say that Balboa will be extradited back to Harris County. They also say other people could face charges. For now, reporting live in Jasper, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC 2 News.
Vincent, thank you.
Let's begin this noon with that plea for help coming days after a homeless man was charged for allegedly sucker punching an Asian woman. CBS 2's Christina Fan has more now from Chinatown.
I'm sick and tired of getting text messages about hate crime every single day.
For far too many times to count this year, the Asian American community gathered to denounce yet another unsettling attack, this time in the heart of Chinatown. A 55-year-old woman was punched so viciously on Bayard Street Monday night, she slumped to the ground unconscious as the suspect continued screaming.
My question is why? Why? Why are they targeting our community? Why are they targeting senior?
Councilmember Margaret Chin, along with members of the Asian American senior community, shared their fears of living in a time of heightened violence.
I'm 79 years old, right? I still, if I walking in the street, anytime get a hitting. What I do?
Police say 48-year-old Alexander Wright, who was homeless, was responsible for Monday night's attack. In the past year, he was arrested 8 times for arson and assault. Advocates say too often, mental illness and homelessness intersect with attacks on the Asian American community.
The shelter should not just be a place for them to sleep. It's got to be a place where these individuals can get the services that they need. So that's what we have to look at, and that's what we have to change.
Wright faces several criminal charges in connection to Monday's attack, including assault as a hate crime. Community leaders say his repeated arrests are an issue impacting much more than just the Asian American community.
New York City has failed this woman. New York City has failed all of us. Alexander Wright should not have been on our streets. Some crimes are unforeseeable.
But advocates argue this assault could have been prevented. In Chinatown, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Wait, before you scroll away, you need to hear this. Republicans across the country
subway station. Now they hope you can help find. Police say this man attacked an Asian woman at a subway station. Now they hope you can help find him. The 23-year-old victim was getting off a northbound 1 train on May 12th around 6:45 in the morning at the Broadway West 116th Street station in Morningside Heights. He hit her in the head and hip with a cane, then jumped on a northbound 1 train. The victim had pain and swelling but refused medical attention. Anyone with information is asked to call NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-577-TIPS. Jeff Petroulis for CBSN, New York.
It was a cowardly sucker punch caught on camera. An Asian woman knocked to the ground. The man under arrest has a lengthy rap sheet.
Now, the video, we must warn you, is tough to watch. The woman was walking down the street in the middle of the day in Chinatown when it happened, out of nowhere. News 4's Paisley Cheng has the story of the attack and who led police to the suspect.
Yes, the video is very difficult to watch, but it shows very clearly that the victim is walking in one direction of the sidewalk while the man walks in the other direction when he suddenly punches her in the face, knocking her to the ground. A brutal attack on Bayard Street. A woman walking down the sidewalk knocked to the ground with a single punch. Her attacker walks away as people rush to help the injured woman.
The guy was saying like, hey, we have you on camera. I saw you attack her.
Jin Zhen heard what the shopkeeper said and sprung to action. He ran to the 5th precinct, steps away, leading police to the man you see on video, throwing the punch.
The woman is unconscious in front of the store.
The victim, a 55-year-old Asian woman, was treated at a hospital. She is now recovering at home. Police arrested 48-year-old Alexander Wright. He has a lengthy rap sheet. Arrested 40 times before. His most recent arrest on May 10th.
What's the common denominator, Pat? People that are arrested multiple times and released. Mental illness is woven into this. Potentially, we have to do better.
Commissioner Dermot Shea appearing on New York One this morning. He says laws need to be changed to protect New Yorkers.
This is not just our problem, it's everybody's problem.
Others believe there is a much deeper cultural problem that needs to be addressed.
Okay, yeah, they're crazy or whatever excuse that you want to try to conjure up, but you have to kind of think about it like there's something going on there and it's a deeper problem, it's a systemic problem.
Short of putting an armed officer on every street corner in this whole city, right, and even that will not prevent a random attack.
Right, the man arrested in the attack is facing a slew of charges, including assault as a hate crime. Reporting from Chinatown, Paisley Cheng, News 4, New York.